Bailey now to kick it away after.
From his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the... And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Still 15 yards to go. Second down. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Folk connects on the extra point. 1-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
5 yards remain on second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into a lead situation.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones to Evans on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st down. Big hole up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots continue to pull away here this first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he will find his man Ruggs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Evans, as time expires in the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for... So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Stafford's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford on the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. McCaffrey on the toss right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, lady! White! Go! Go! What do you got? What do you got? Check, Mike 21,
On 4th down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Patriots 63, Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Jones' throw taken in by Evans here.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Henry Ruggs.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that will extend this big lead.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back. Touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now Stafford. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower?
And that's caught inside the 30. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this. And now they look to polish it off. Harris
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On for the extra point is Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Dante Hightower on the stop. One last throw here for Stafford. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look,